We're at Rapunzel's tonight. There's napkin rings and goblets.
And a dragon.
Yes.
What? See? A dragon!
The dragon, yeah.
They're just waiting for us now.
Thank you.
And there's musicians.
I discovered a secret. I opened my menu and the appetizer sheet just like fell out, and I discovered that on the back of each sheet it has the menu in different languages. So I think there's like Spanish on there, Japanese.
Cool. Okay, good.
And there's maybe Italian. That's a lot of accents.
We had the Mediterranean.
Put the dragon away. Okay, we have pretzel bread tonight together with white and meatball. We have whole grain honey mustard.
Thank you.
Why'd you point that person? That's not Kella. Have you seen Kella? Kella, what are you doing over there? Kella!
I'm your friend.
I don't care. We gotta start the birthday party. Come on over
Can my
here.
friend come?
Yeah, she's already here. Yeah.
Yay!
Yay! Very good. Welcome to the party. All right, come on over. There you go.
Who's next? I think I want to know. Do you like your party, princess?
I love it. It's everything I dreamed it would be.
Oh, birthday dreams are the best.
Get out of here. After all, everyone has a dream. Take me, for example.
Okay, the Maximus salad is actually very tiny. And Megan got this little ravioli with a little tiny onion. And Ben got the soup. And Megan and I are also getting the soup, but we have an appetizer as well. Real quick, we were just discussing two things. One, we think we like the show in here with dinner better than the Tangled show in the theater. And secondly, we were just saying that we don't think we'd ever want to cruise out of New Orleans again. Visiting New Orleans was cool, but there wasn't really anything special about cruising out of New Orleans. And we didn't like how long we were going down the river, down the Mississippi River. That was not a very, I don't know, it was just kind of, we're used to like seeing the ocean right away. And also the ports that we went to on this cruise, we weren't real fond of. They weren't very scenic. We didn't like any of the shore excursion options. I know that you can sometimes get some in like Central America too. Maybe some of those are better, but I think there also can be a safety factor there. So I don't think we'll cruise out of New Orleans again. But I'm glad we did it so we know what the experience was like. Megan got the
Oktoberfest thyme and lemon roasted chicken.
Ben and I each got the tangled pasta with sea scallops.
I hear Rapunzel crying.
Well, I was busy making this for you. Perfect land, perfect princess. How bad?
Oh,
More time? Sure. Ben and I got the creme brulee cheesecake. Megan got the fried bread.
Fried pancake bread and
And the oh, it's actually quite little. That is huge. We got the last of our pictures taken and came out for a walk around the promenade deck, and it looks like that's an oil rig in the distance. It's very bright. Okay.
We're back in Louisiana.
What is happening here? Yeah, but why is everybody like listening to... They're all standing around that one lady. The door is heavy. Okay, and we got a monkey tonight. Doesn't have the googly eyes like
Doesn't
her.
have the head thing.
No, we're not gonna test it.
no sign of formal instructions.
Hello, okay, we just got back from the show and from a stop at guest services because we never got our survey and something very weird happened with that. I'm gonna come back to that. Okay, tonight was Disney Dreams, an Enchanted Classic, which we also saw in The Wonder. I don't like that show.
No, I think
It's a very well done production. It's beautiful sets and wonderful costumes, and the music is great, but it doesn't really have a story. It's just a bunch of random scenes from a bunch of different Disney movies. So is what it is. It's got... Yeah, exactly. She's not wishing for anything. It's supposed to be the night before she starts middle school, and she never says anything about wanting to fly. She just doesn't want to go to bed. I mean, and it just doesn't really have a plot. So it's just kind of goes from one, oh, let's do a scene from Frozen. Let's do a scene from Aladdin. Let's do a scene from Cinderella. Let's do a scene from Beauty and the Beast. Oh, let's just suddenly go into Lion King, which we've determined the reason they do that is so they can change the set.
it has no purpose.
What? Yeah, and then they changed it back in 3 seconds to what it was before. So anyway, it's just kind of random and doesn't really have a story. And we kind of got giggly and a little bit hysterical by the end. And Ben made the really good point that it really doesn't have a good message for kids because the whole concept, all of a sudden they're saying that what she wants is to fly. And so they're up on the roof
They're
and she's...
standing on the
They're
roof
standing
of
on the
building.
roof and she's going to try to fly. At 6 a.m. and she's supposed to be going to school, and Ben's like, she's gonna die.
She's gonna fall straight to the ground.
This is a terrible message for children. And so I don't really know.
First of all, how did she get up on the roof?
Yeah, no kidding. And I don't know if the implication is that the whole thing is just supposed to be a dream. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. And that's twice now I've probably seen it more times than that. I've probably seen it like 6 times. But I'm not a fan of that show. I don't know. So, I mean, the audience seemed to really love it. And yes, there are bubbles, there are pyrotechnics, there's snow falling, and confetti. So it has all the wonderful things.
But you have to be in the front.
But you have to be in the front to get any of that to land on you. Here's something that confused us. Earlier today, we got our luggage tags. Now, I might be crazy, but I swear that usually when you get your luggage tags, there's also some kind of information sheet explaining things to you like, this is what you're supposed to do with these, and this is how they work. And also, tonight you need to have your suitcases out in the hall by this time. And unless you want to disembark yourself, then you can do this. You know, there was none of that. There was nothing. There was just the luggage tags. And then last night at dinner, tonight at dinner, and the cruise director at the show just now all were reminding us, make sure you fill out your survey. We didn't get a survey. there was no survey left in our room, and our stateroom attendant had already been here twice. So after the show, we went straight to guest services, and she was surprised that we didn't have a survey. And so she gave me one and marked it with our room number. She also seemed to get kind of annoyed with me because I was asking why. I asked her, I said, well, why isn't there any kind of information printed, for us to read to know what to do? And they two of the guest services people kind of looked at each other like, it's on the app, isn't it? I don't think it's on the app. I haven't seen anything like that. And then they said it was on the TV.
Yeah, it was on the TV. But...
Well, yeah, the TV was on when we came in tonight from when he turned on the room, but I didn't understand why, and so I just turned it off. And Megan and I agree.
It was just a guy talking. It looked like a weatherman.
Yeah, we didn't know what it was. And so I just immediately turned it off. And Megan and I agree, I don't like getting information like that. I'm not an auditory learner. I need to read it. I need to see it so I can refer to it. And they didn't give us anything like that. So then at guest services, she was telling me, well, we're an environmentally friendly company, so we're not using any paper. She's handing me this. So I held it up and I said, this is paper? And she said that this is a legal document.
Yeah.
Apparently. So your survey is a legal document, even though there's no place to write anything. Yeah, there's no place to write any comments. It's literally just filling in the circles. So I was kind of perplexed by that. But, so anyway, after we walk away with the survey that she handed me, as soon as we got back up to our room, which took...
It was like he was watching and waiting for
Yeah,
us.
he comes and knocks on our door to give us a survey, which seemed really sketchy. Why would the guy be knocking on our door at 10 o'clock at night? And I said, well, we just got one from guest services. And he goes, oh, well, no, he was trying to say, like, he wants to give it to us face to face. I don't buy that at all. People with little kids would be asleep by now. So I almost wonder if he got in trouble between the time we went to guest services and got up here because he hadn't given us our survey or something. It was really weird. It was very strange.
Just that whole experience.
That whole experience and that whole interaction was just very strange. And something.
Even with the guest services.
Yeah, she seemed like really defensive.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure out why.
She seemed tired. I wonder if
Yeah, but she was cheerful when we first walked up to her.
She's like, because we talked to her on the phone, and she's
it's like we were doing something
Yeah,
wrong.
it's like we were doing something wrong, but we were just asking. Like, well, we're like, were we supposed to get something with instructions for disembarkation? And she started getting all testy. So I didn't understand what that was about. We weren't upset in any way.
I talked to her last night about a different problem. And
yeah, and she was
totally
super cheerful.
Nice.
Yeah. So we were just confused. We thought we were missing something. And we were just asking to make sure, were we supposed to get something, that we didn't get? Because we knew we hadn't gotten our survey, which she definitely confirmed that we were supposed to have gotten it. So I don't know what the deal was with there, but that was just all very weird. You're supposed to get this. But I think it was supposed to be left in the room earlier and our guy didn't leave it. And I don't know what happened there. So, anyway. But apparently maybe they don't leave instructions, but we don't understand that either. If they don't leave some kind of printed instructions for the guests, and this is your first cruise, you would have no idea what to do. You wouldn't know that you have to leave your suitcases out in the hall. And you wouldn't know that you have to get up at a certain time and get off the ship at a certain time. How would you know that?
I'm looking at the app right now. I'm going to see if I can figure out if it's...
Yeah. I mean, everything else that's been really important, they've pushed out a message to everybody. And we didn't get anything like that.
Okay, main page, nothing. Well, today doesn't list them because it's still today. My plans... It says we're ashore at 8 a.m. and 6:45 we have breakfast.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell you anything to do. And you have no idea that's... It doesn't tell you when you have to be off the ship by or anything like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you click the 3 lines, there's a debarkation information panel. And a whole bunch of stuff you have to read.
Okay, but how would you know to look for that? Nobody would know to look for that.
That was not overt.
Easy to find.
It wasn't the hardest to find, but it wasn't overt.
Yeah, okay.
Luggage.
Okay, hold on. Let me finish this vlog. Okay, so anyway, it's the last night of our cruise. We're packing up. We've got to get our luggage out in the hall here very quickly. I'm very, very tired. I just haven't gotten enough sleep on this trip. I've slept very well. The bed is very comfortable. These are very high.
You've got the nice bed.
Yeah, these are very high-end linens. They're very comfy, and the bed is very comfortable. What?
There aren't even times listed here or anything, though.
For the luggage?
No, it's just very basic information. There aren't times listed on the app, like when you need to
Have it out in the hall
when you need
by?
to have the luggage out in the hall, when you need to leave. It just says like, wait comfortably in one of the lounges until your luggage tag group is called to debark the ship.
But there's no
or
times.
anything. The information is very basic and
Vague.
vague.
So, yeah, not super helpful. Times would be important. Because how would people know how early you have to get off a ship? They could sleep until 11 and have no idea. I mean, especially first-time cruisers. I just got the notification from the app for the show.
Oh dear.
That
The app notifications are really slow.
The app notifications come really late.
When Mom messages me, I only get the notification once I open the app. And then it comes up on like my phone home screen. And it's like, well,
That's not very useful. Yeah.
It's not useful.
Anyway, so we got to get packed up, and Megan's still going to go to karaoke one more time. I was almost falling asleep in the show, and I'm really, really tired. And so I got to take a shower and get to bed and stuff. So this is the last of this series, although I will be making a couple of videos in my tradition of the 3 best and 3 worst things about this cruise. And I will also be making another video comparing Disney to Royal Caribbean on like 5 key factors. So stay tuned for that, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss those videos coming up. And if you like this video at all or found it helpful or interesting, please be sure to give us a thumbs up. Have a great day, everyone, and safe travels.
Safe travels.